Hi everyone, thank you for joining me on this next episode in the Britpop The Basics series. This episode we're going to be taking a more in-depth look at probably the most well-recognised and the most famous Oasis single on the planet, and that is Wonderwall. Now please don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom and also hit that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss any future episodes, because I would hate for you to miss any future episodes. If you get value from this video, also give it a thumbs up at the end. That'd be really amazing. Now, I don't want to talk about anything else anymore. I want to get straight into it. So this is Britpop The Basics, Wonderwall.
Wonderwall was written by Noel Gallagher and produced by Noel Gallagher and Owen Morris. It was recorded at Rockfield Studios. It is the third single from the album What's the Story? Morning Glory. It topped the charts in Australia and New Zealand. It was released on Creation Records on November 1995 and it got to number 2.
So here it is, the CD single for Oasis Wonderwall. Now Wonderwall, on the front cover, is this girl in the picture frame. Probably one of the most famous pictures in the world now. Now it was taken on Primrose Hill in London by a photographer called Michael Spencer Jones. And in the early days of Oasis, well, for the first few years in the 90s, he took pictures of their album covers and their single covers. Now it is in black and white on Primrose Hill in London, and originally Liam Gallagher was supposed to be here in the photograph, but Noel Gallagher arrived and his brother and decided he didn't want Liam in the picture. He said it had to be a girl. So instead, a girl called Anita Harriet, an employee of Creation Records, was asked to do it instead. Now here on the side, this arm holding the picture frame belongs to the art director Brian Cannon. It's just a basic black and white photograph. Let's have a look inside. It's just a single disc case, a slimline one. Take the disc out. Now, compared to the front has the girl in the picture frame. The CD, instead of a black CD, which is the theme here on this side, you've got a very grainy thunder lightning strike going across the middle, and it's grainy, it's grey with a white, it's like a spray paint V, and the lightning there going across. The name of the band, Oasis, in solid across there, and then underneath we have Wonderwall, track number 1, and the B-sides. B-sides for this are Round Our Way, The Swamp Song, and The Master Plan. Become classics later on for Oasis. Yeah, it's a very nice. I always feel it's better instead of when bands just have a solid block of colour and don't do anything else, or fill it with too much writing. It's very simple. Name of the band at the top, songs on the disc. Nothing else here, nothing else here. It's more appealing to the eye, and yeah, it's very good. Not much going on at all. Very nice. I do like that. Nice effect. On this side, on the back of the label, back of the sleeve cover, Wonderwall. Solid. Well, it's not solid. It's just the outline of the letters in white. The other L just behind the sleeve there. Black. Name of the songs again. And then the lyrics for the songs on there. And that is all there is on there. There's a few thank yous and who's playing, producers and stuff. But yeah, that is the CD single sleeve. Let's go on and talk more about in depth about the single itself and what was going on in 1995 around it.
Now, did you know that the original name of the song was Wishing Stone? And upon writing the song, Noel intended to sing the song himself, but in the end, he let Liam sing the song. Now, Owen Morris, after hearing Liam sing the song Wonderwall, said that Liam's vocals sounded like it was rasping blues, like he had smoked 100 cigarettes. Now, I think this is a very accurate description of Liam's voice and vocal talent at this point, and his upon recording these songs for Wonderwall and What's This Morning Glory, his voice is amazing. It's phenomenal, and it did go downbeat after this, but at this moment in time when he sings this song, Liam's vocals are just incredible. They're amazing, and I can't say that Owen Morris is wrong, because he's not wrong. He's right. It's really good, and if Noel had sang it, it wouldn't have sounded the same at all. It just wouldn't have sounded the same. So I'm glad that that decision was made and Liam sang the song over Noel, because I don't think it sounds the same when Noel has sang it. So yeah, I'm glad Liam sang it after that. Liam sang it. I'm glad Liam sang it. I'm stumbling over my words there. Liam was the right choice to sing that song. Now, as previously said in this episode, Wonderwall was recorded at Rockfield Studios during the recording process of What's the Story Morning Glory, and Noel wrote Wonderwall while actually sat on a wall there overlooking a sheep field. He sat on this wall and he's overlooking a field full of sheep. And it was in the documentary Return to Rockfield, Noel can be seen talking to Owen Morris and remembering that he wrote the song and he actually wanted to record it on the wall that he wanted to record the song sat on the wall. This wall in this, if you haven't seen the documentary, go and see it. It's really good. But this wall is like 10 foot up in the air, and he wanted to sit on the wall and record it on the wall. So yeah, the wall focused in his mind. It was there. Everything was about this wall. So yeah, there we go, Rockfield Studios. Watch it if you haven't watched it, go see it. Now, when Wonderwall was released, it only got to number 2 in the UK charts, and it was beaten to the number 1 spot by the novelty act duo Robson and Jerome when they released their cover of the single song I Believe. Now, Robson and Jerome were from the 90s TV show Soldier Soldier, which was very popular at the time. It got millions of views in the 90s, millions of views. Now, also in the same year as Wonderwall being released in 1995, it was also covered by the novelty artist Mike Flowers Pops. And this version also got to number 2. So Wonderwall got to number 2 twice in the same year. Now, number 2 is good. Any artist would be happy to get number 2, but it's not number 1. And I guess luck just wasn't with Wonderwall, because it's never got to it didn't get to number 1. So that's unfortunate, because other Oasis singles have, but as popular as Wonderwall is throughout the world, and it's globally recognised, you'd think it had got to number 1, but it just wasn't to be. Now, Wonderwall, it was the first single to be released in the US, and it is their biggest hit in that country. So it's a massive hit in US, it's their biggest hit, and but Wonderwall has also charted in 20 other countries throughout the world. So it's a phenomenal song, and this is why it's recognised across the planet, and it's probably the most recognised Oasis song on the planet. Now, moving on from that, if you have watched the video and wondered who this person is, now this is bassist Scott McLeod, who briefly replaced Paul McGuigan, who had left the band at the time due to exhaustion. Now, this is the only Oasis video that features Scott, because not long after starting the tour in the US, Scott decided that the Oasis life, being on tour with Oasis, just wasn't for him at the time, and that he also missed his girlfriend. So he left America and came back to the UK. Just changed his mind. That was it, done and dusted. So there. Now the video for Wonderwall won the Best Video Awards the following year in 1996 at the UK Brit Awards. And the song itself has gone on to be 4 times platinum, and it has now had over 1 billion plays on Spotify. That's incredible, that's amazing. 1 billion plays on Spotify. Now, if you don't have a copy of Wonderwall and you'd like to add it to your collection, it can be easily found. I found my copy for £1. I can't remember if it was in a charity shop or a car boot sale, but a couple of years ago I found it £1, and it's easily found online. It goes for £3 to £5 on eBay, and it last sold on Discogs for 50p. It's cheap, it's not hard to find. If you haven't got it and you're an Oasis fan, you could find it within 5 minutes. Just look online. Might find you a bit longer if you're looking around, but you're not going to find it like at the minute. So yeah, if you want it, it's easy to go get it. Now, please, just a quick reminder, if you've got value from this video, to please hit the like button, give it a thumbs up on the button below, and also smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss any future episodes, and hit that notification bell. I'd love you to stay on board and see what else is coming up, and I do not want you to miss any future episodes. So, thank you for watching. This was Britpop The Basics, Wonderwall.